let's talk about Duet Night Abyss. From the story all the way to the combat and the exploration. For the recording, by the way, my voice is absolutely cucked right now. I was very sick over the past few days, and it's definitely not better yet. I should be on vocal rest, but I really want to talk about this. I think I have to start this by talking about something else. I think Duet Night Abyss has an identity crisis. It's kind of confusing. It's a bit of a shame, really. Because this game originally started off as a gacha game, I don't think it has unshackled those binds fully yet. This game, even though it is not a generic typical gacha game, still has the gameplay loop of a gacha game. What I mean by that is the story itself starts off pretty slow and it gets better as you go, which is a good thing. However, it's the same generic. You have a twin MC or something, like a male and female MC, and you've got some amnesia bullshit. You don't know the story. You don't know what's going on. It's a lot of the same. So if you're expecting something entirely new from your other gacha game stories, this is probably not going to be it. I think that's very evident. However, on the positive, I think the start of the story has a good hook. The very intro to the game with the tutorial feels real good. As soon as that intro is over, I'll keep it a buck here. The pacing and the story itself takes a nosedive. Not even just a little bit. It takes a nosedive. However, most people would write it off for that there and then, and I didn't. It's the first game in a while where playing through the story, I've actually decided just to skip through a lot of the first half because it just didn't interest me that much. Then you get a pretty clear divide between what I think is much more polished content that the devs would be happier putting out and what they just had to get out on day one. I think the second half of the story, which takes place, I think, in the fortress, right? The Lonza Fortress, is infinitely better. When I say infinitely better, I really do mean infinitely better. It is actually a good story from that point. The pacing's great, the characters are great, the music is great, the boss fights are great. Everything about it post that moment is fantastic. Let's talk about the combat. To do this, I will... What's the best way to showcase this? I guess we can just go do a weekly boss. So let's do the Sybil boss. I have a few major gripes with the combat. My first major gripe is that the attacks, as cool as they look and feel, bro, this just feels like Cardiff here. I'm not gonna care. Like, it feels great, but it feels the same when there is no enemy there versus when you're attacking an enemy. There's no weight to the impact of the attacks. It's not that there's no weight to the attacks themselves, like a lot of people are saying. I think there is. I think these attacks feel weighty. They feel great. There's just no impact. When you hit an enemy, it doesn't feel like you're attacking an enemy. It feels like the enemies are just there. And I think that sucks. Also, the gunplay, as fun as it is, I think it's kind of lacking. I think there should be a lock feature. I think you should be able to do more with it. This is like just an easy way to kind of infinitely bullet jump with certain guns and stuff. Like even with reloading, you can just reload and like continuously just glide forever. I guarantee you this is going to get patched, even though I kind of hope it doesn't. The other thing that I really do not like, and I don't know if you can change this, I've tried in the settings, the lock on. When you lock onto somebody, your camera does lock onto them. But if you're holding, for example, D to move right and you attack, your attacks will just go right and miss the enemy. Like, I'm sorry, if I'm locked onto an enemy, I want my attacks to target that enemy. Otherwise, what's the fucking point of locking on? I just don't really see a purpose. Or at least give me the option to toggle that option on or off. It just feels stupid because, like, you want to dodge left and right, but if you are pressing right to maneuver around the boss, you're going to miss all your fucking attacks. It's so dumb. I've checked the settings and I truly, I cannot find anywhere for it. Aim assist is on. That's fine. Aim preference. Oh, is it this? Wait. Nope. Still the exact same, as you can see. Yeah, there's no other option that I can see that would fix this problem. It might be a bug. I don't know. It does bring me on to my next kind of problem with the combat, but I actually want to test this now that I've actually leveled up my characters and stuff. Hold on, and we're on level 50. So this is a level 50 combat mode, and I can quite literally just sit here and face tank every single attack. I haven't even lost health yet. I've lost shield, which will inevitably come back. The enemies don't really hit hard pretty much at all, at least for now. And again, my level is 39. My character level is, I'd have to double check this, but I think around 40 or 50. Let's take a look at the attacks to see what I was talking about the impact of attacks. It just feels, especially in big groups of enemies, it doesn't really, it just doesn't feel good. It just doesn't feel, oh yeah, I'm level 50 as well, so we're the same level. Just doesn't feel very good, you know? I should probably change my weapon type back to the dual wield, to be fair. Look, look. Oh my god, the lock-on is my biggest issue, dude. It really is. It really, really is. You can see while I'm playing this that I'm trying to move to the left and right. You can be like 5 meters away from the boss. Usually you'd go towards the boss. You just don't. You've got to be like, the way that you are moving is the way that you attack, which fucking sucks. It sucks. Rebecca's not good at single target. I mean, that's fine, but it doesn't change the fact that if I switch character, it's going to be the same thing, right? I assume that if I use this guy, I assume it's going to be the same situation. I'll test it. Locked on, by the way. It's like, even if I hold W, you just move away.
Damn it, I forgot again.
What is that voice like in the middle of combat, bro? Yeah, like, even if I move forward, look at this. Let's just give it about. The combat needs a lot of work. The lock-on specifically for me needs a shit ton of work. Yeah, it's just a camera lock-on, which I think is a big problem in a super fast-paced combat game like this, right? I think the combat has a lot of potential. It just needs a ton of work. Let's talk about character designs real quick, okay? Outsider. I honestly think for like a base character that you get, I think a great design. Rebecca, fantastic. The main character, I do really like the design. I think the design is really cool. It's quite different from other main characters. For some reason, I want to say it's like biblically accurate, just MC. I don't know. It looks pretty cool. She's fucking awesome. I would say she looks more like a main character than the main character does. Is that crazy? She's really cool. I like this design. Oh my god, the jiggle physics, dude. What the fuck? Then we have Phoebe. I did get her skin early on the banner, which I'm pretty happy about. Pretty cool. I am gonna keep this so entirely real with y'all right now, and I know this might be a pretty hot take. This character design is and I mean no shade by this, the least interesting character in any gacha game I have ever played. And I don't know what it is about it. I just think it's so boring. Deadass. I think this character is so fucking boring. She looks like an NPC. Daphne looks pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Natasha from HSR, in a sense, just the doctor vibes, you know, doctor teacher vibes. Lady Nifl looks fucking lit, dude. This character looks absolutely insane. I'm probably going to level her up next, maybe. I need to see exactly what she does because I'm not 100% sure, but she looks so cool, dude. This design is awesome. As much as like, listen, as soon as I see like a childlike character, I'm always like, ugh, like, no, just not for me. I just don't. I always go for the designs that are either like super macho guys or like, you know, this. You know? But in terms of design, dude, this design's fucking awesome. The colors, the crown, it's such a sick design. I actually do dig this design a lot. Does she have any skins? Bro, I thought she was pulled. Fina looks honestly pretty sick, dude. I like the kind of wing ears, the wing heads. Interesting. Psyche, dude, I'm just gonna keep this as fair as I can here. I think design-wise, I think they absolutely nailed it with this character. Moving on to Peak. We have Lynn. Yeah, this character's fucking insane, dude. Actually insane. Dude, the cosmetics are cool. A lot. Ooh. Yeah, holy fuck. I love this character design. It reminds me of Clarend. It mainly reminds me of Lady Maria from Bloodborne, again, with the hat and just the general vibe, like the cloth coming off the hat and the clothes. Dude, it's just sick. Sybil next. I mean, come on. Do I even have to say anything, dude? This character looks absolutely incredible. I think this design is out of this world. She uses a whip sword. Tabeth? Oh, they're tentacles. I was about to say I haven't seen this character in the story yet. Oh, that's fucking weird, dude. Listen, as far as character designs go, this is pretty fucking cool because it's so unique and different. For some reason, I find it gross. I think because of the tentacles, dude. Oh my god, we have cats. Fantasio. Dude, I will not be giving any story spoilers for this section. However, what I will say is, for the very small amount of male characters they put in this game, goddamn, they at least did this motherfucker justice. Holy shit. This guy's combat is fucking insane, and this guy's story is fucking insane. I actually think this guy has the most impact on the entire story. I think he's the coolest character. I didn't have high expectations for this guy, and it blew me out of the water. All right, Hellfire. She's also... I mean, design-wise, probably one of my favorite designs in the entire game. Holy goddamn. There's a few reasons why, and these are two of them. Just a sick design. I love this. I love fucking Red Devils. I fear Duet Night Abyss is going to get copyright struck by that one VTuber. You remember, guys? The really red demon VTuber with a broken horn. Look at her skin. Oh, I dig it. Oh, I dig it. Oh, I dig it. Everything's red. Everything's red. Everything's red. Oh my God, the open back. I dig it. Yale and Oliver. Wait, is this just Klee? They have the little bomb. You drop nukes. What's the name of that one Warframe character? My main build in Warframe, guys, was literally, there was this character, I think it was Banshee maybe, or something else, where I used to just run into a corner and use my skill, and it used to just send out an electric shockwave across quite literally the entire map to kill everything and slow it down because I had the perfect build. I guess split personality, one horn up, one horn down, and that's why Yale and Oliver, right? But Randy, Timu Dainsleeve here. I'm a keep it a buck. That hair gotta go. Brother, that hair gotta go. I don't know what the fuck kind of Rule 34 shit y'all are into over at this studio. This is crazy, dude. Jokes aside, I dig the design because I love this color scheme. I don't know what it does. I haven't checked his skills yet. I dig the design, but it's not my favorite. It's a bit generic, but generically good because I like it. And then Rhythm. Rhythm's design is incredibly unique. I think it's a good spin on just a general, like, officer, you know? Let's briefly go over weapons real quick because you could equip any weapon on any character, and I love that. The weapons are fantastic. They all have different move sets per type of weapon. This is the dual blades, which, again, this is what they kind of look like and do. Very cool. We also have a scythe, which is a polearm, I'm pretty sure it's classed as. That was this one. And as you can see, the color scheme of the attacks changes depending on what character you're using, which I think is really cool. The charge attack of this one sends it out and spins, and it just continues to spin. Then we have the Iron Forger. This is one of the early weapons that you get. This is just a standard, like, what do you call it? Greatsword. The Greatsword's one of my favorite movesets. I actually really like the Greatsword. It's pretty basic. I like the spin. It's very nice. I really want to unlock a whip sword because I want to see what it does. And there was one other type of weapon that I really want to see. And it was... there's the katana. Katana looks fucking awesome. The dual blades are my favorite moveset yet because they're just so fast. The polearm moveset you were using is not the basic one. This is the basic polearm one, huh? Sorry, I'm still learning things. We're only on day 2 of the game. It's crazy. Or day 3, I guess. And then this one is a custom one. Damn. And that's because of a demon wedge that I have. One of these. Oh, yeah. Upgrades polearm normal attack to summon phantom spears that strike the target. Deals double the damage of the standard attack. So, yeah, you can get different demon wedges and set up different sets as well and copy it to share it with people. That's crazy. To basically change the entire way the weapon works, which is a good time to move on to the Demon Wedge system. I think this is by far the coolest thing about the game. By far. I think it can change the way you play entirely. There's some... they've basically, and I mean no shade by this, because this was very obvious from the beginning, they've basically just took things from Warframe and First Descendant and made it their own. Some of the things they've just straight up taken from Warframe and First Descendant. This being this style. It's from Warframe, and they also added this from First Descendant. You see the tolerance here? Tolerance track 25. So this piece cost 25 tolerance to put in. However, you can, if I show you here, you can change this. This has nothing on it. So if I put this one in here, I can't because it costs 25. But because I made this one the same polarity, it then costs half, right? Which is fantastic. This opens up so much opportunity for such interesting gameplay styles and gameplay mechanics that I'm really excited to see how much this is developed upon. I'm not going to go into full explanations. If anybody wants any videos about like actual explanations, then please do let me know, and I will when my voice is better. I'll make whatever videos are necessary, but this is just my thoughts and feelings of it all, and I think it's great. Oh yeah, also range weapons. The range weapons are good. Honestly, I think they need work. I do. This flamethrower is fucking sick. It's classed as an assault rifle, so the range is absolutely crazy. I don't really get it, but it works really well. It also has slash attack damage. I really don't understand it, but it's a good weapon, right? It's a good weapon. I've only unlocked 3, so it's really hard to tell. What I will say is the shotgun feels kind of and at one stage in the story, you get to use this like charge up cannon thing that fires big balls. I really fucking hated that weapon. It did not really do any damage. I don't know if that's good or not. I hated how slow it was. It also kind of sucks that you start shooting as soon as you right click, instead of when you right click just ADSing. and then being able to shoot with left click. Honestly, other than just ease to get the game out sooner, I don't know why that was not changed. Aim down sights would be a great thing to have. I don't know why it's not a thing. I'm hoping there are demon wedges eventually that will allow you to do things like helix jump further and have more momentum and speed, because right now, although they did copy that system from Warframe, obviously, Warframe just does it better, but this game has just come out and we don't have all the demon wedges yet. Warframe's had years to develop and get good. Oh, the pets. Okay, that is another part of the gameplay. Geniemons. I am surprised they were allowed to call them mons. Geniemons are interesting. I haven't really done too much research into these yet to know fully how they work and what they do. Actually, that's a lie. I know how they work and what they do. I don't know which ones are good and which ones aren't. I know this is my highest level one, and it seems kind of dog shit because it's just it's a tank version, right? I guess this one does have helix leap and stuff. Let's put this on. No, it feels about the same, unless it just doesn't improve it that much. This system is interesting. I don't know how important it's actually going to be, but it is an interesting system. I also think this thing looks fucking awesome, and it's very cool. But yeah, I'm just not too sure. Climbing, bro, it's the worst thing about the exploration in this whole game. Climbing in this game is a chore that nobody should ever have to overcome. It literally sucks so much ass. Look, so to climb, you have to just spam jump. I made it. You have to hold it after hitting the wall. If I jump, hit the wall, and keep holding, it just does one extra jump. It's terrible. Can you try vault jump upwards like you do when you're running? Yeah, that's fine. Like, vault jump upwards is fine. You gain a good bit of ground, but then you can't even, like, climb after that. The climbing sucks ass. I'm gonna just keep it real. As much as people might love this game and people do glaze it to no end, it's like, I'm gonna be honest, when there's something that needs improvement, the climbing is the #1 thing that needs a shitload of improvement. It feels dog water. It feels actually dreadful. Yeah, the climbing's just not good. And again, even like this, fighting with enemies, if you look, it's like, when I say there's no impact to the skills, there's really not. The enemies just die. The enemies just, there's no impact. You don't even stop when you hit an enemy, like at the enemy. Two of the things that I think need the most improvement is the lock-on functionality of the combat and the climbing. Oh my God, is this really? Oh no, I can't wait for they copied Woo War in the comments, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Hello? Why am I drowning? We went all the way under, dude. Okay, if I move, is it gonna... Oh, okay. I mean, I'm still in the ground. So those are my thoughts on the combat and everything else. What else is there to discuss? Oh, the impression system. So during this game, there are several times where it's kind of like a choices matter moment. You get certain dialogue choices in the story, and although it might not progress differently depending on what you pick, you do get to kind of, there we go, yeah. And you can level up things like benefit, morality, wisdom, empathy, and chaos. This is my kind of character right now. We have a lot of empathy and quite a bit of chaos. It's great. I think it's a phenomenal system, a fantastic system. To be honest, the choice don't feel like they mean anything. I think it gives you a little bit of a role-playing sense. And I think that's all it needs to do in a gacha game where you can't actually really make your choices matter too much. Again, I guess at the end of the day, this isn't really a gacha game anymore, right? I keep saying it is. It's not. It's not a gacha game. They could make choices matter, but it's still a live service game. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to make choices actually matter in a live service game. You do get these dice, D10 dice for impression re-rolling, but these do also cost a dice as well. So if I want these, for example, I will spend 1 dice to get it. It's 100% success rate, so that's fine. But like this, for example, 69% chance, and you get 2 secret letter clues. I'm going to try it because secret letters are the best thing you can probably get from this store. And I get a plus 49, so... Fuck you. I'll re-roll. Jesus Christ. Dreadful. And we... I don't want your secret fucking letter anyway, you stupid bitch. Anyway, the impression system's fucking dog shit. It's terrible. I think just give us stores and let us spend real money. I am very much in the ground now, by the way. This is great. The gacha system, I guess. I think the gacha system's absolutely fine. Actually, this might be a bit of a hot take here. My only problem with the gacha system and the monetization is, quite honestly, the fact that there's just not enough to spend money on. That might sound absolutely crazy, but there's just really not that many cosmetics yet. There's really not. If they have incredibly good designs, I want to have more option to spend my money on outside of like this stuff, right? Obviously, this is fine. And the demon wedge is also fine. I kind of want to save all of my demon wedges until I get to trial rank 60 so I can do this, but I don't know how long that's going to take, so we'll see. But some of these look so fucking cool, dude. Look at this. Holy shit. Skill range 18% for Umbro characters. You can buy every weapon and character straight up, swapped out gacha for PTW, pay to win. Number one, I think that's by far better. Just as a heads up, by the way, before any words come out of my mouth here. I think it's way better to just be able to buy shit outright rather than making them cost potentially double by making it a gacha. However, I think the term pay to win has lost all meaning because what the fuck are you winning in a, yes, live service, but entirely PvE game? You're not winning anything. It's pay for convenience. That's all it is. Like, genuinely, this pay for convenience is a term that has existed in the live service gaming industry for a very long time, but a lot of people just equate that to pay to win, which it is not. You're not winning anything. It's pay for convenience. I think it's fine to have pay for convenience, though, to be honest, especially to this scale, to this level. I think it's perfectly fine. I just want more cosmetics, man. I don't give a shit for buying the characters. I'd rather grind the characters. I would like more cosmetics. Guys, can you only lock on to bosses? Yeah. Well, there's another thing that sucks. To be fair, the enemies usually die pretty quickly, but you should always have the option to lock onto fucking regular enemies. What the fuck are we talking about here? Come on now. The normal battle pass, I think, is perfectly fine. I think you get some pretty cool stuff. The paid battle pass, you're going to get more, of course. You basically get the same stuff anyway, minus a few quality of life stuff and wishes. The dailies and weeklies and stuff are fairly easy to do, I think. And I haven't even checked these binding bounties. What the hell is this? Oh, unlock the hardcover or collector's edition and reach Bard Tome level 30 to unlock a Geniemon of your choice. Sick, dude. What the fuck? Oh, that's fucking cool. Achievers, you get an absolute shitload of, and you always get the secret clue letters for, which is very cool. So I'm happy with the amount of achievements. Friends list, is there a limit? 100. 100 is a good limit. Events and everything, I think, are fine. And honestly, the grind system for just generally like commissions, yeah, for getting like XP and weapon XP and stuff, they're fine. I wish there were more options. I wish you could do termination for the character materials. I wish you could choose which one to do, basically, because otherwise it's going to get real boring real quick. I have faith that that can come in the future. Overall, dude, I think the game right now is in a decent spot for a launch. I think it's very similar to when WoWar launched, and there's a lot of people coping on Twitter and stuff saying, well, the only issues with WoWar on launch were technical issues like bugs and stuff. Brother, no. No. Dude, no. Let's keep it a buck, bro. There was a lot more issues that people had with WoWar on launch that weren't just technical issues. People fucking hated the story. They said the voice acting directions were fucking dreadful. Let's not inhale the insane amounts of copium right now. There were issues with WoWar that people had, and the devs listened and they improved. I have faith that Duet Night Abyss can do the same, and I truly believe they will. I don't even think the game's in a terrible spot right now. I think it just needs some work. That's it. I think it needs a bit of work. Honestly, dude, speaking selfishly here, if they literally said tomorrow they've fixed the lock-on, they fixed the combat impact, and they fixed the things that I just said, bro, I'd play this game endlessly. I think it's great. It needs a lot of polish. Maybe it wasn't 100% ready to release. I know there's a lot of bugs and stuff. I'm not really going to talk on that too much because every game on release nowadays has fucking bugs. I just hope it doesn't take them years to fix. And honestly, I said this on Twitter as well, and this might be a hot take, bro. Since they went basically non-gacha, they should have just... this is such a hot take. It's such a hot take. I know it is. Guys, I really think, and I'm not saying that all mobile players are just a market when I say this, okay? I think as soon as they decided that they weren't going to go down the gacha route, they should have just focused on PC optimization and went console instead of mobile. I do. I think this game makes so much more sense for PC and console than it does for mobile. Not every game needs to be a mobile release. And I see people saying, oh, but us mobile players want to eat too. And it's like, bro, I get it. I get it. I do. I get it. But at the same time, not every game caters to mobile audiences. I get it. These guys did from the beginning, so it makes sense. But it's like saying, well, bro, I want to play GTA 6 on my phone. They're excluding me. No, it's just not made for phones. I'm incredibly interested to see where Duet Night Abyss goes in the future. They've got a lot of work ahead of them to do, but I really do think they can do great things.